Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So you guys, it's time for groceries this week. Grocery haul. We did not need any particular groceries. We didn't need anything necessarily specific for groceries because we really have what we needed. But I did want to buy groceries, and here's the reason. There is a lot of just things shortage, and I don't want to be in any type of shortages at all. So I want to keep my pantry, my 3 to 6 month pantry, stocked, full, ready. In case anything go wrong, we over here got what we need. So that's kind of where we are. We do want to be vigilant. I know when Tangi does her video, she always says, be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared, right? And so I think that's just being a good steward. That becomes a part of being a good steward in your home. Be prayerful about all things. Be vigilant and diligent about knowing what you have and what you don't have, what you're missing in and through your preps. We went to Walmart today to shop, and Alana said, Mom, do you need body wash? I said, it's body wash in the garage. And she's like, well, that's just the kind you like. And then she had deodorant in her basket. I'm like, is there not deodorant in there? She's like, no, there's not any in there. So that was a fail on my part to not go out and look and see, because I thought I had what I needed. It also gives you that mind that you can't just prep something one time. You have to get things on a rotation, right? So we got deodorant today, about 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, however many weeks next, we need to stock up again. So the things I got today, I won't need to stock for another 3, 4 weeks, but I did get what I got. Jackson is not on any eating plan, and Jackson eats whatever, and he eats it all. And so some of our pasta stock got down. And then if we're going to have pasta, you got to have sauce, because pasta and sauce go together. And then we looked for a few little treats. I got oatmeal to make oatmeal raisin cookies, and we picked up raisins, and we picked up cranberries. So what we talked about, the kids and I, in the stores, is we're really just going to start eating what we have in the house, because it's the only way to not miss food, lose food, all that type of stuff. So, and waste. We don't want to waste. We did go in the garden this morning and picked a few things. We picked cauliflower. We picked tomatoes. We picked, that was cauliflower and tomatoes, and we're getting ready to plant some beans. Our cucumbers are coming up now, looking really nice. We don't have any vines yet, but the plants are full and looking nice. We have 1 or 2 that look kind of a little puny, but they're on their way. Our beans are starting to pop through in the grow bags that we had. And then tomorrow we're going out to replant the 2 beds that are free now. We're going to do beans probably in both those beds, unless I think I've got some more squash plants. Our squash, zucchini are popping up. We actually staked up some of our tomato plants. We have 1 tomato plant that is just going crazy. So anywho, we're going to get moving in here to get some stuff categorized in the pantry, and then we're just going to do a casual restock. We'll bring you along to all of these types of things that we're doing today. So we shop Walmart. I had $90 for my groceries, and I pulled out extra money from the next 2 weeks because these are just stock up weeks. I don't think we'll really need anything next week. That'll be a stock up week as well. And I still was over by $3. Once you start looking at stuff and prices, you just like, it is what it is. You just do the best you can with what you have. Again, we didn't need anything specific, but I did pick up a few preps. So we'll show you what we got, take you to our cabinets, and get some stuff restocked, show you what we got out of our garden. I'm going to do some veggie prep because I do have some garden veg that I pulled out that needs to be prepped before it goes bad. And yeah, so we'll spend a few minutes together just doing all the things. Okay, so this is what I got from Walmart. Mostly everything is preps. I did get a few convenience things, not much. So the pasta at Walmart was 92 cents. Because it was 92 cents, I got 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. I got 7 boxes of the regular pastas. I got 1 penne. They only had 1. So I picked up this one. 2 bow ties, 2 shells, and 2 rigatoni. I think we left 1 on the shelf. Then they had these 2-pound boxes of the elbows. They were $1.67. So I picked up 2 pounds of that. I figured if we opened it, we could always put it in a Ziploc bag or an airtight container and it would be fine. We would probably use it quickly anyway. If they had had the 2-pound boxes of everything else, I would have bought it because it was cheaper to buy the 2-pound box than it was to buy the boxes separately. Picked up one thing of oven-ready lasagna. I think that was like $1.68. Can't remember exactly. I picked up 2 pounds of pinto beans. The pinto beans were $1 per pound or $1.82 for 2 pounds. So we actually put the 1 pound back, picked up the 2 pounds, living our best life. Picked up 2 things of the white chicken chili. That was just to have in our pantry. I think they were like $1, almost $2 or $2.11, something like that. Picked up 1 thing of oatmeal just because we're going to use oatmeal to make oatmeal raisin cookies or oatmeal chocolate chip cranberry cookies, something of that nature is what we're going to use that for. That was $2.12, I think. Picked up a thing of saltine crackers. They were 98 cents. 2 things of the thin and crispy pizza crust. They were 72 cents. And then 1 thing of the oyster and soup crackers was $1. Just to go in the pantry, our sugar-free imitation honey. This was $2.12. I picked up 2 of those. Then we picked up some of the Sweet Baby Ray's honey mustard to use now. $2.78. Did not have any more broth in our store, so I picked up 2 chicken, 1 beef. They were $1.93 for the family size. Dried cranberries, I think they were a little bit over $2. Raisins used to be $1.18. $1. Now they're $1.18. I picked up 2 of those. We picked up a few spices, chili powder. We always have minced onion and then regular onion powder. They were 98 cents each. And then we picked up some flavors for the waters. We did not buy water bottles this week because we're trying to use our water dispenser. And so far it is working perfectly. I'll show you again how that's working. Got it from Amazon. Can link that below if anybody's interested. It was $15.99, but then they had a sale where it went on for $11, and I paid $11 for it. And we've used it several times, and it works like a dream. The water bottles for 40 of them were $5.36. We used to get those for like $3 and some change. They're $5.36. In order to fill up the 5-gallon jug, it cost me $3.90. All right, we picked up some flavored with meat sauce, 2 of those, 2 mushrooms, and they were $1.40 each. So when we got pasta, it only makes sense to get sauce. Then this is something we've never picked up, at least in the last couple of years, as far as because we've been keto, but a chicken and corn chowder just as a soup. We can add chicken to this. You can add potatoes to this. You can add rice. You can put in beans, and you could use it as a base for like a chicken taco soup, right? You could use that and just put in some taco seasoning and then additional stuff to full it out. So that would be good with a cornbread, or it would be good with some of these crackers. Didn't get cheese. That was what I forgot, but I was out of budget. So that was the end of that. Seasoned collard greens and mixed greens. I asked my son to get 2 mixed greens. He didn't read the labels. They were $1.92. So we got those. Picked up these classic Alfredo sauces. This is the 22 ounces. We could probably use this for a meal and a half each. They were $1.98, and the small ones, the 16 ounces, were $1.50. So it just made sense to get this one. Pizza sauce was $1.68, so we picked up 2 of those. I did pick up some of this salsa con queso just to go with my pork rinds. $2 and some change. Picked up 2 of the unsweetened vanilla almond milk. That went up to $2.36. Picked up the no salt added green beans. They were 54 cents. And then we picked up 2 things of the ramen noodles. They were $2.78. Cabbage was 68 cents a pound. That was $3 and some change. And then I picked up 1 of the Nashville hot style pork rinds. That was $2 and some change. So everything you see there, we paid $93.68 for. $93.68. I used $90.68, and I had to put $3 on my card because I didn't have the extra $3. So that is what we got for our preps for this week. These are going into the pantry closet. So again, regular pastas you can do, or pasta bake. So that's pasta and that's sauce. You can add in cheese if you have ricotta, or if you have cottage cheese. Some people like that, or you can use cream cheese and do a pasta bake. You can also do a pizza. So pizza crust with pizza sauce or the Alfredo sauce. Throw on a little bit of cheese if you have that. Toppings, if you have leftover meat, you can always just chop it up or grind it in your food processor and use that. The oatmeals, like I said, you can just have regular oatmeal or you can do cookies. We like it better in cookies. Beans, you can throw on some beans, throw in a little piece of side meat or whatever. Make a cornbread, and now you have a meal that you can use just using your beans. You could also do beans and rice. You can do beans and potatoes. Some people have done that as well. Some people have actually done like a chicken taco soup or something like this, where maybe you use this as a base and some salsa, and then you can also throw in some pasta. My grandmother used to do that, make it, and she would call it like a goulash. You could do your greens with any type of meat, or you could do greens by itself, or you could do greens with potatoes. We do have some canned potatoes in our pantry as well. You could take ramen noodles, of course, make them, stretch them out, add in veggies and any type of small meat that you have. And so that would be ramen. Of course, you could do butter cabbage. You could do cabbage and rice. You can make this into a coleslaw. So plenty of options on things to do for meals with your pantry stock. So if you're interested in a video of meals you can make using your pantry stock, would you let me know that in the comments below? Because that's a video that I could do very easily with no problem. Again, I'll show you this. This is our baking cabinet, but our overflow stock of pastas, and we were low on some stuff. I'm also out of almond flour, but I'm out of grocery money for this week, so we will not have almond flour. And Walmart didn't have it anyway. So that is that. We do have a little bit of coconut flour. We'll live our best coconut flour life and call it a day. But there we are. Some of this egg yolk powder. Eggs are just so expensive right now. I think I went and looked, and it was a bag for $60. I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to eat regular, because trying to do certain things just are outside of the realm of my budget at the moment. But that's okay. I'm good, and I'm going to keep living. The kids and I are good. We're going to keep living and doing our thing. So there you have it, guys. That is our grocery haul for the week. We're now going to take you over, and I'll show you how the water dispenser works. And then we're going to just stock some stuff back in the coffee cabinet. Okay, so here's how it works. We probably don't want to put the whole bottle in there. Those of us who live here, right, it's only us who live here. But if you have guests that are coming to your house, you don't want to put your bottle where you put your mouth in.
That's right. That's why I put it past it. So
yeah, but we don't want that. No, it's a no. It's a no. And of course, the power button is on. And then when it gets to the full, you need it. And you don't have to use a water bottle. I use a water bottle. But the kids use a cup. Now you have water. And of course, we still have, it's, still pretty full in here. So the tube just goes down and it connects to this part right here, and then the power button. And then it'll tell you, it'll light up when it's needing to be charged again. It's just a USB charge. And then of course we have a second one. So I fully expect this to last us weekly. I probably will put some water bottles just in the pantry for prepping purposes, just in case, because this is not clearly not enough waters, and I don't have as many bottles. Those are the bottles that I have. I may need to get a few more bottles, but I probably will keep just some regular prep water bottles in the pantry just for that purpose. But we will probably more than likely just use this system for our regular drinking. That's a thought that I'm having right now. That sounds like a good thought to have. So I'm probably going to continue to. So I'm in my coffee cabinet right now, and if I pull out my coffee trays, right, this bottom one is pretty full, but the top one is not, or the middle one and the top one either. So I like to make sure that I have all of the same coffees, or as many of the same coffees as possible together. That way the kids aren't trying to figure out, which coffee goes with which. So I'm gonna just fill this back up, and I do have, in the bottom of this coffee cabinet, I do have quite a few coffees that I can fill up, because remember, for Christmas, a friend of mine brought me a ton of coffees. So if I go down here into my coffee cabinet and I'm looking, I've got all of these, and then I just have boxes and boxes or bins and bins of coffee just as a replacement. And that's not a braggadocious type thing. That's just what was gifted, because that's what I like. And so I'm not worried about having coffee in the house. So it just makes it that these are the things, you know, these are things I like. When my friends buy me gifts, they buy me stuff I like, which is coffee. And I'm appreciative of it. This can come out, and I can just take this, and of course it fits 3 to a section, and these are all the same ones. So I'll put these in. Okay, that was enough of those. I do have one more of these, so I'll put that in. And of course I'm just trying to, oh, there was another one of the signatures, never mind. Trying to keep them all the same, because when I run out of coffee during the day, then if I want a cup of coffee at night, the kids will just pull one of these out. These are not decaf because they just didn't come in decaf, but I drink what's here, right? I'm not a coffee person like some people's like, oh, I can only drink this kind of coffee. I drink whatever's in this house. That's a medium roast. That's a medium roast. That's a medium roast. Yeah, I just drink whatever's in the house. This is, okay, I'm out of that. This is brownie caramel brownie, which I do like that one. I have a salted caramel in here, but only one of those. Oh, but I do have Colombian blend, which I do like. I like a rich, robust coffee. That's Colombian, that's Colombian. And that's breakfast, breakfast, breakfast. Okay, let me do breakfast since I have the same of those. So that'll be a breakfast coffee. Now, when my kids come in to make coffee, they do not look at which coffee it is. They just pull one out the thing, and that's what I'm getting. So I don't really worry about it. I only worry about it when I do this myself, not when the kids do it. So that's as much of that as I'm going to put in. So I'll put that one down here. Then I can pull out another bin, another container that has coffee in it as well. Some of this has hot chocolate for the kids, which I can put those out. Okay. So this is a whole nother different sets of coffee. All of this is hot chocolate, salted caramel hot chocolate for the kids. Of course, they'll pull those out if they want them. That's the maple, which we already have. This is a French roast, 100% Arabica ground French roast. What else is in here? The maple is still in here. Probably put in most of the French roast. We have some donut shop, but there's a lot of the French roast in here, so we'll use these. Right, I try to keep them all the same if I'm able and not open new stuff, because I think that's a waste. But, you know, do it how you like it. Sometimes people don't like the same. Doesn't bother me to do the same. Okay. And then here's some more. All right, and just like that, that's done. I do need to take a wet cloth and just kind of come and clean out through here a little bit, just to make sure that everything is well. I do think I'm gonna get Jackson to make a cup of coffee, probably a salted caramel cup. I saw one of those in here and I wanted to have it. There it is. I'll just use this one because I'm not feeling really well right now. I've been doing some intermittent fasting, but I have not eaten today, and it's almost 1 o'clock. So I'm going to have Jackson make me a cup of coffee. I'm gonna go lay down for a few minutes, and then I'll bring you guys back when I'm ready to start doing processing veggies. All right, y'all, so here are the tomatoes. These came out of our garden. We seasoned them up with Italian seasoning and we baked them off. This is a little different variety of tomato than the little grape and cherry ones. I think we only got grape tomatoes this time. But this is not quite a big boy, but it's another, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's a different tomato. So that we have there. In here we have butter cabbage. There's a few little dishes left. Butter cabbage is going in here. I'm doing that on steam for 4 minutes. Here we did a little bit of the chopped steak. That's all done, so that'll be lunch. Here's my lunch. If we're looking at it, it's the steak with some bacon. There's a couple of hamburgers under there, lettuce, blue cheese, and then some bacon that we made. In here, we used some apples that we had left over that nobody was seeming to eat, and we put them in a pot with some keto-friendly sugar, cinnamon, and that's gonna be applesauce. Found the recipe online. We're trying to go 0% no waste, so we're using it. I'm getting ready to make a sauce for this salad, and I'm gonna go sit down and eat it. So there it is, you guys, kind of the grocery haul and a couple other things going on at the same time. But do let me know if you want to go through my pantry and we can pull together some meal ideas with just the items that I have here at my house. Be happy to do a video on that. Again, leave that down in the comment section. Thumbs up or yes, I'd love to see that. Whatever you want to do. You guys, again, I'll just tell you like Tangi says, be diligent. She says why do I forget it right now? Be prayerful, vigilant, and there's one more thing. Prepared. That's it. My girl Tangi, she has it right. Everybody get out there and do the best that you can. Sometimes preparing for down the road starts preparing now, right? We got to start preparing now for what's coming down the road. Again, the kids and I are just every week trying to do something different than what we've done the week before. I am considering urban homesteading. So those are some things that may be coming down the pipeline a little bit later on. Maybe I'll expand my garden. I don't know. I've got to learn it really good though first before I start investing. Anywho, I was listening to Becky over Acre Homestead, and she was talking about when the pandemic hit, she found herself without a job and she learned gardening. And so I really need to learn it. I really want to learn it. And then Helen H., she has a little backyard garden. I say little backyard garden. I don't mean small. I don't mean little in size, but she has a backyard garden. And she does extremely well. And I'm like, man, because I don't want to take up all my space, but I still want to do very well in my gardening. So I love watching her videos as well. Anywho, do your best, prepare for your family. If you like the video, thumb it up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye now.